Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Under the Influence,
Yes, sir. This is episode 90.
number 90.
Yes, sir.
That's good shit. That's good shit.
Yes, it is. We are moving along.
How you feeling
Progressing.
tonight, brother? How you feeling tonight?
Feeling all right. Same thing. Same little pains, aches, but
Hey, man, who you
Shit.
telling?
what else can I complain
Yeah,
about?
what else is new, huh?
I'm here. Shit, it could be worse.
Could be worse. Good thing it ain't. Um, Started off when I got a RIP.
Yeah, I didn't get none this week. Who
Oh,
you
man,
got?
my man's died, man. Detective Munch from Law and Order.
That's right. Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, Richard Belzer.
Richard Bells.
Passed away at 78, man. That's my favorite show of all time. So,
See, I ain't fuck with it.
Law with SVU,
I ain't
that's
messing
my
with none of
favorite
them.
shit, bro.
None of that shit.
I watch all the Law and Orders. You ever watched this shit since I was a kid, man?
I watched a couple episodes here and there. That's the ones that got Mariska Hargitay, right?
Yeah. And Ice-T and
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see.
SVU is the
The special unit victim.
but it's the longest running TV series in television history.
Oh, for real?
It broke the record in 2020 with they had 23 seasons now, but I think they broke it with 21.
Oh,
'Cause
shit.
something else had been on for 20 seasons, and then they broke it with 21. But I think they about to start season 24 now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's what's up.
yeah. But my man passed, man. His numbers was passed away at the age of 78. No real. In the last few episodes, he was looking sick, and he was last season he was looking sick, and his role was super limited.
Oh, like they probably have him in the office or something talking.
And he
And
just show up real quick and do something. He was never out solving the crimes no more, and
Right.
you could tell they was working with whatever he was going through. Like they basically, it seemed like they let him work as long as he wanted to work.
that's what it seemed like.
Like,
The way you describe
Yeah,
it.
we'll figure out a way to put you in this goddamn show as long as you want to work.
That's what's up. At least
Yeah.
they worked with him.
Mm-hmm.
Who they didn't work with,
Uh-oh.
but unless you got another RIP,
Nope.
was Judge
Yeah,
Mathis.
Just Mathis.
And what's the other one? Is it Christina Milian for People's Court?
Did they get rid of her too?
Yeah, they getting rid of both of them.
Damn.
Yeah,
They ran forever.
it's like either 20 years or 20 seasons, however they,
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
They ran forever.
Yeah, but they getting rid of them, man. And then Vanna White and what's that nigga name? Pat Sajak?
Pat Sajak?
Yeah, they talking about
The
retiring.
Jeopardy niggas?
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, they talking about
Shit,
retiring.
It's been long enough.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
When
So-
they earn that,
Hell yeah!
just
Shit,
gotta
Vanna
find
White
some-
just celebrated her 40th anniversary on the show.
they're gonna have to do like the Price is Right did and go through the little shit and figure out who's gonna take the.
Take the reins over for them.
I think Drew Carey's still running that motherfucker, ain't he?
Yeah, and then Wayne Brady's on. Not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. What's the? Let's Make a Deal.
Is he still on there?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay then.
yeah. That shit crazy, man.
Man, you know how it goes.
But they getting old, man. They want to live their lives. I don't blame them.
Yeah. You know. Got a crazy story. Ohio man just received $1.3 million. A $1.3 million settlement after 21 years in prison for a crime he did not commit, and also a crime that doesn't seem to have been committed by anyone.
And how much did he get?
1.3 million, not enough.
Nah, not for 20 years.
But if you break it down, it's like $5,000 a month for every month he was in prison.
They need to give him more than that.
Yes, this is a fact. But
Especially he's innocent.
yeah, he not only is he innocent, but it doesn't seem like it was a crime.
What happened though?
Like it was a murder. That ended up not being a murder. Like just motherfuckers died,
You're right.
and they tried to put it off on him as a home invasion murder. He was sentenced to 67 years, and he's been fighting and fighting and fighting, and come here like last year, they figured out that the prosecutors didn't give his initial lawyer all the evidence to make the proper case.
Right.
So he got it all, and he ended up
bullshit.
And it ends up looking like, from what they're saying, it ends up looking like it wasn't even a crime. Like a motherfucker just died. They were trying to say it was a home invasion. It was in the winter. There was no snow prints. There was no broken door. There was no, but he just was like, nigga in the wrong place. And they was like, oh, you did this.
It's fucked up how they can do people like that.
Yeah.
No evidence either.
Yeah.
You said this is in Ohio?
Yeah, Ohio.
Crazy, man.
Yep. Wrong place for 24 and 21 years. Ralph Smith was put behind bars for armed home invasion and robbery that allegedly occurred back in 2000. He's not been given all his money because the shit never happened. Yeah.
1.1 million is not
1.3, which is not enough.
Still not enough.
Not enough.
I mean, it's some money, but it's not enough for what he went through. Especially what he had to go through in prison and shit. And he's an innocent motherfucking man.
Yeah.
So all these motherfucking stories I be hearing about, like, damn, he did 20 years. He had to go through that shit. You know the way.
My bad.
No, you good.
That's like what the state awarded him when they found that he was, he didn't do the shit.
Right.
I wonder if he can double back and sue them for like a lot more.
Maybe. If he doesn't take that as a settlement, probably.
Well, if it was a settlement from the criminal part.
Okay, so it's two different entities.
Then he could probably double back and sue for civil.
I see what you're saying now.
If it was a settlement from criminal.
Right.
If it was a settlement from civil, then it's just what he got. But I don't see how his lawyers would advise him to take that little bit of money.
No.
Unless they got some other type of plan.
Must be. That's crazy.
They're going to use that 1.3 to fund the real lawsuit.
Yeah.
The one where they asked for 89.
They need to.
Yeah, the one where they asked for 89 million, nigga.
And speaking of the subject of jail, man, I got the chicken smuggler.
Oh, shit.
So the guy tried to smuggle chicken wings into jail.
That's how he getting down?
That's how he's getting down. It says a 45-year-old guy in Georgia is facing charges after trying to smuggle a bunch of chicken wings into jail. His name is Michael Dixon, and he's 45. The guards at the DeKalb County Jail near Atlanta saw him sneaking around outside the lobby last Friday. He had a box cutter with him. And it's not clear if he was trying to smuggle that in or not, but he did bring plenty of other stuff. They found a bag hidden in a bush outside with tons of stuff in it, including what looks like 3 or 4 dozen hot wings that were fully cooked. The bag also contained weed, cocaine, cigarettes, cigars, loose tobacco, lighters, cell phones, and chargers.
Oh, this nigga was trying to bring it. How was he going to get all that in there?
I don't know. He had a set of AirPods, jewelry, and 2 sets of Allen wrenches, and some glue. I don't know what the glue was for.
Fuck was this nigga on?
It says the guards found a broken window in someone's cell, so that's how the inmates were planning to get everything in.
Mm-hmm.
It says he's facing charges for drug possession, criminal trespass, and entering jail with the weapon.
I wonder back in my annex days. Annex is closed now, right? But back in my annex days, man, one motherfucker broke their window.
Yeah.
And, like, it's hard to get to the windows regular. Like, niggas really worked at this, but the motherfucker broke the window enough to where nobody noticed it was broke. And, the annex was in a building right downtown, so, like, the sidewalk is right underneath the motherfucker.
Right.
And the first 2 floors of the annex was house arrest and, like, the house arrest office and then something else. And then, no, the first floor was the house arrest office. Then the second, third, and fourth floor was inmate housing.
Yeah.
Nigga, I was on the 4th. They had broke that motherfucker, and they had took this, they got this string, put shit together long enough to make a string, and they had a sock on that motherfucker. Bro, and they would feed that motherfucker down, and motherfuckers would like come by and put bottles of liquor in there, squares, lighters, and they just roll that motherfucker. You know, they be on the right, let's say people walk by at 9:37, like, and they can throw that motherfucker out, and they finally got caught right as I was about to get out, because just so happened, like the annex is here, and the county building is Marion County 2 was right across the street.
Yeah.
It was a guard on the back end of Marion County 2 taking a cigarette break, and it's not normally where they took their cigarette breaks. He was back there taking a cigarette break. Looked across the street and seen that motherfucker drop dead. Like, what the fuck? So he called over. They came in the middle of the night, cut the lights on. Nigga did a raid.
Yeah, it's over.
Came by, fixed that window. But I got out like 2 days later, so I didn't fucking care.
Alright, I feel you. Now, did you see that shit on Netflix? I forgot what the name of it was. I don't know if it was prison or jail. I believe it was prison. But like, so the either the men's tier or the women's tier, they were stacked on top of each other.
Okay.
Alright, and motherfuckers was like dating through the toilet.
Yeah.
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 They was sending shit through the toilets and everything.
Sending kites through the toilets.
Yeah, chips, weed, all types of shit. And they had pictures of each other. These motherfuckers was going together through the toilets.
Yeah, they figured that shit out. I know, like, I didn't see that, but I know, like, in other places they have figured out, like, if I flush and then you wait and you flush, the pipe will be cleared out. Yeah. Whatever you send down the pipe will come to me before the water gets back. Yeah.
This shit's crazy, man. But the ingenuity of these motherfuckers, man.
Jail in itself is the most niggas become full blown MacGyvers in that motherfucker. It'd be shit in there that you never fathom seeing anywhere else.
I can believe it.
Like, what, nigga? Like, first time I ever seen a nigga take a razor blade out of a like regular plastic shaver.
Yeah.
And take like a clip and clamp it onto a comb. Mm. And then take a toothbrush and cut niggas' hair.
Oh, okay.
And cold with it. Everybody going to court with the meanest fades. And that motherfucker getting that shit to lining niggas up with this little blade, nigga. Like,
that's pretty cool.
Man, bro.
That's different.
See the way niggas bust open the sockets and jump the wires to make sparks to get lights from
lights or to heat up water. Yeah, I seen that shit,
bro. Some different shit in there,
boy.
Some different shit in there. I don't ever want to ever go see none of that shit again. But there's some different shit in there.
I don't want to find out.
So we'll be back. I'm gonna take it back to Ohio one time.
Okay.
Biden fucking over Ohio, man.
About that train wreckage?
In East Palestine, Ohio, or some shit.
Yeah. Hey, but man, I'm glad that it's northeast. And that shit's blowing east.
Yeah, because it could be coming us.
Well, a lot of motherfuckers in other towns and that are close to it, and especially in other states, they talking about that they're getting filmed.
Yeah. From
that shit coming down on their houses and cars and shit.
Yeah, because it's in and it's extremely toxic chemicals.
Hey, that's the zombie apocalypse. That's how it began.
It's killing shit, and this nigga Biden turned down Ohio's request for disaster assistance after toxic derailment.
How do you do that, but you're going to give money over to Ukraine?
That's the thing. This nigga it said on this particular article, this is after giving billions to Ukraine.
Exactly.
In illegal immigrant housing. The Biden administration has rejected a request for federal disaster assistance from FEMA to help with the derailment crisis in East Palestine, Ohio. I don't understand it, bro.
I'll never understand it.
Well, you know, I've always had the older I got, man, the more I understood how important our foreign relations are.
Yeah. Because
of how much we really not the man.
We just front like we are.
Yeah. I mean, we got the weapons and shit to kill everybody, but, nothing's, like, made here, bro. Like, nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Saw that when the boats and shit got fucked up during the Yeah, nothing's made here. So foreign relations is real important. So them motherfuckers, they always real quick to help some shit outside of us.
Right.
Because I mean, in the grander scheme of things, we need the shit outside of us to function as us. But they got to figure out some type of way to balance out actually niggas shit here.
Shit.
But you see how long it took them to goddamn when Katrina came through. To go down there,
checks and all
to
that.
go down there and help any fucking Flint still drinking goddamn
Bottled waters. Everybody else drinking bottled waters because of Flint.
yeah.
Like ever since that Flint shit happened, everybody started buying bottled
Yeah.
water. Don't nobody fuck with taps no more.
Bro, there should be no motherfucking reason on God's green earth why they can't get that motherfucking money together and go fix all that shit over there real quick.
They don't want to.
I know.
They just trying to kill the people.
That's what I'm saying.
Because even though they ain't drinking it, they still bathing in it, still cooking with it. Unless they, buy enough water so that they can cook with it, but they still washing their clothes in it. You know what I mean?
They living in it.
Exactly. So, unless that whole town moves, it's just gonna be fucked up for what it is.
It seems like that might be their long-term play, man. They trying to get them motherfuckers out of there.
Hell yeah.
And then once they get everybody out of there, they're gonna go through and fix it up. And
But then, 20 years after that, then you're gonna start seeing them commercials if you lived in Flint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you could sue and this, that,
you know
the
how
other.
that go. You know how that go. But yeah, I think
good old Brandon.
I understand that the foreign relations is important. I get it. I fully understand that. But you got to have some balance, man.
Well, that's why his ass fell up that motherfucking them stairs on the way to the plane.
Nigga.
That's what he get.
That old nigga such an embarrassment.
But they got the wrong clone.
That old nigga such an embarrassment. Yeah, they brought the wrong clone.
They brought the wrong clone. The clumsy clone.
Yeah. They got the, remember on that movie, like the more they cloned him, the dumber it got? What's that movie with Multiplicity
of Michael Keaton.
With Michael Keaton. The more he cloned them, nigga, the dumber they got. So the more resources was dumb as hell, and they couldn't get nothing done. Yeah,
until they were just vegetable like.
Yeah. he getting down to the end of the clones.
Hell
man.
Yeah.
He getting down to the end of the clones. He got the goddamn dummy clone out.
Hell yeah. I got this one called Fleeing to a Gas Station. I don't know if you might have seen this or whatever. It says a woman flees to a New Jersey gas station after being held captive for nearly a year.
Whoa.
How do you get held captive? Well, never mind, because that one little girl in Ohio that rented a black man, she was like,
she was in the basement for
years.
She had kids and all types of shit.
It says a woman successfully plotted her escape from a man accused of kidnapping her. Fleeing to a New Jersey gas station earlier this month, the authorities say she was held hostage and subjected to various forms of abuse in multiple states over the course of a year.
So my man was just riding around with her, doing nasty shit.
It says her name ain't been released by law enforcement yet, but she broke free on February 7th. The police arrested 57-year-old James W. Perillo.
That's how this nigga was getting down.
Yeah, he faces criminal charges including kidnapping, strangulation, aggravated assault, and criminal restraint, and is being detained while awaiting trial. He's accused of abducting the woman at some point in February of 2022 when they met at a gas station and on an interstate highway in New Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah, it says...
this nigga bumped into her and said, yep, you're the one. Taking you with me.
He introduced himself using an alias by Brett Parker.
Brett Parker.
What a name.
Yeah.
And requested that she drive him to Arizona. They allegedly entered into a voluntary relationship that lasted for about 1 month before the woman says he physically attacked her for the first time when they were in California. And she told law enforcement that the first time assault, she was unable to leave the relationship because he allegedly confiscated the woman's phone, debit cards, in which he used and isolated her from her family.
So when she tried to go away, he took her captive.
He took her shits.
So it wasn't like he initially took her captive. He initially made her his little girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then when the shit didn't work out, he said, bitch.
You can't leave, bitch.
You're mine. Okay. Okay. Yeah,
it says, this is what the one of the little captain people says. It says, The defendant allegedly held a woman against her will for nearly a year while traveling with her throughout the country before ending up in New Jersey where she was able to escape. We are reaching out to law enforcement across jurisdictions to identify other people who may have additional information on this defendant. It says our investigation is ongoing and we are committed to doing everything we can to ensure that we bring this guy to justice. So, yeah, they got dude, but that shit's crazy, man.
Wow. Some sick motherfuckers out here, bro.
There's some very sick motherfuckers, man. But they made it seem like
he took her.
He just took her. They was going together for a minute.
But you know,
she gave him some of that hot twat.
When she decided to leave and he took her captive, nigga, that means he's a kidnapper.
Yeah, he's a kidnapper now.
And it's been almost a year he had her.
Well, it wasn't like she was locked in no basement or tied up or nothing like that. You know, she could have been gone. She just had enough of it at that when he wouldn't give her another crack or something, the meth to keep her going.
There we go. That's the part they're leaving out. And
they ain't say nothing about no drugs or nothing.
That's the part they're
leaving out. That nigga is Perillo in his nose. This is his shit.
That's what they leaving out in that scenario, nigga.
Yeah.
You see, I think I talked about it last week, how nasty of a nigga Karl Malone was.
Man, I didn't know nothing about this man being nasty until I was talking to my cousin about it. Because they were showing Karl Malone during
the All-Star game. Well, see,
we had talked, and I went over there to rewatch it.
Oh, okay.
And when I was watching it, I was like, why does Karl Malone look like that? Like, how come ain't nobody fucking with him? And he was like, oh, that nigga nasty. And I was like, well, what'd he do? And he told me. So I was just like, oh, I never knew that.
So I didn't talk about it on the last pod?
I don't believe so. Because I would have remembered that. I don't know. I didn't know he was a nasty nigga like that.
Yeah. He's a disgusting
gross.
nigga.
That's gross.
Did you get the full breakdown on it?
No.
Oh, no.
I just heard that it was some young lady or girl that he got pregnant.
Well, Karl Malone, this makes it even nastier. Like,
all right.
It just makes him a nasty nigga and a piece of shit.
All right.
So, when Karl Malone was 20, he impregnated a 13-year-old girl.
Okay. He's already in the NBA or college?
I think he was leaving college going to the NBA.
Okay.
When he was 20, he impregnated a 13-year-old girl who then gave birth to a boy. The girl's parents didn't want to publicize the baby's birth because they were afraid of jeopardizing Karl's future prospects. So I don't know if they was like friends of the... They didn't want to fuck up his...
Right, he must have been big shit at the school.
Yeah. They were afraid of it. Karl went on to deny the child anyway.
What?
Even once the paternity of the child was proven, he refused to provide financial support, arguing that $125 a week was way too much child support. This was despite earning however many millions of dollars in the NBA all time.
Fuck, how can you complain about that?
Listen, Karl finally met his son when the young man was 17 years old. He looked that boy in the face and said, "It's too late for me to be a father to you. You got to figure shit out on your own."
Damn. So not only am I a nasty nigga, I'm just a deadbeat ass dad.
I'm a multi-millionaire nigga, and I tell you to eat a dick and go away. His son ended up, his name is Demetrius Bell. He went on to play like 5 or 7 years in the NFL.
Okay.
Yeah, he made it to the league.
Well, shit, you need a daddy for shit. That's fucked up.
Nasty nigga, bro. And this is like, it's like a common knowledge thing. But it was one of them things, it's before social media and all that shit. So like you said, if
you was a fan or somebody close in the NFL, NBA and shit like that, yeah, you would know about it, but I never knew about that.
And then this was Karl's quote, because, with them being in Utah and him being, Karl don't be on TV much.
No, he don't.
Because of this type of shit. But he was there.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he was there.
Because LeBron and tall dude, Kareem. Yeah, they was up there like
Well,
that.
because Karl Malone was number 2 all time scorer in NBA history.
Okay.
So he was number 2, and Kareem was number 1.
Mm.
So LeBron passed both them niggas and became number 1.
Right.
So they took their picture together because now they're the top 3
Leading
scorers
scorers.
in NBA history.
Okay.
Bron's 1, Kareem's 2, Karl Malone's 3. But Karl Malone is quoted saying, "I'm not discussing any of that backlash. I don't care. That's my life. That's my personal life, and I'll deal with it like I've dealt with it, like I've dealt with everything for all these years. So whatever." That's his quote.
You got that Kanye in him.
Karl Malone got a whole bunch of I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But you know you're a good old boy black dude. Like he's
Yeah, I can get it. Black redneck.
yeah.
Hey.
And now you know how social media is. Now when they was showing him motherfuckers that knew the shit, like I knew the shit. I had it mixed up though. For some odd reason I thought he had a daughter.
Okay.
And I thought he had I knew the shit for so long that, you know, when it came back up, I was like, yeah, he had a daughter that went to like the WNBA. I was wrong. It's a son that went to the NFL. But I knew he had knocked up like a 12-year-old.
Mandela effect.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I'm wrong, but
Right.
but I was close enough.
Right.
He had a kid with a fucking 12-year-old that made it to the pros somewhere, and I knew he didn't take care of the kid, and he was a nasty nigga for knocking up a goddamn baby.
That's nasty.
I think he was 20,
Yeah.
and he ain't no normal 20-year-old. That nigga's 7 feet tall.
That's what I'm
Somehow
saying.
he
Yeah.
over here fucking on a 12-year-old.
Gross. And it wasn't no internet. Well, I mean, it was internet, but it wasn't no how it is today, where you could easily chat with a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And get
Oh
their
no, that was
specifics.
some hometown shit.
Yeah, that was So that's probably why they ain't pressing nothing on him anyway.
Yeah.
They're like, we gonna get her.
Yeah.
Well, Ella May, come on.
But now with him showing up there, and them, you know, like it being on TV and being on the internet, and motherfuckers that know the story start throwing it out like, do y'all know? So now like everybody's talking about it. It's a big deal.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, that nigga about to go back into hiding. We won't see Karl Malone for another 50 years. Hope we don't see that nigga there, man. He's got a nasty ass on, bro.
I'm not tell you somebody we ain't about to see in years either.
Nah, shit. What we got?
I got the drive-through king. You ain't got nothing on this, do you?
I don't think so.
Says Burger King employee shoots customer after fighting over drive-through intercom.
Wow.
Yeah, this
The
is
employee popped the customer?
yeah.
Oh, shit. Nigga was working the window with the pistol.
Yeah, a Mississippi Burger King employee was arrested after
Of course it happened in Mississippi.
was arrested after police said he got into a fight with a customer over the drive-through intercom.
Wow.
It says Gulfport police charged Eddie Lewis Smith, 33, for aggravated assault and possession of a weapon after felony conviction. Police were flagged down Thursday night while they were assisting a driver who was stranded near the Burger King. The person who flagged him down said there was a violent fight happening at the fast food restaurant. Says while police were approaching the Burger King, they said they heard 2 gunshots and saw Smith on top of the victim.
Damn.
Yeah, police said Smith and the customer first got into a fight through the drive-through intercom speaker. Moments later, Smith allegedly walked out the back door of the Burger King while the customer exited the vehicle and the two started to physically fight. This is while they were fighting, Smith grabbed his gun and fired off 2 rounds, shooting the victim. They were brought to the hospital
Jesus Christ.
and are expected to be okay. It says one of the rounds hit Smith's hand. That's why he went to the hospital. After getting treatment, he was booked into the Harrison County Adult Detention Center.
Wow. Okay.
Oh man, majority of mine is these motherfuckers is going crazy about food.
I see. I'm gonna follow your lead, man. You ain't got nothing about the nigga in Chicago with the chicken, do you?
I don't think so. Nah.
Chicago robber allegedly stayed at crime scene to eat the victim's fried chicken.
Cause I got one that's like that, but it's not fried chicken.
Okay.
Go ahead.
According to reports, Chicago police arrived on the robbery scene within minutes and allegedly found James Taylor, 20 years old, still there eating the victim's fried chicken. Investigators say Taylor stopped the victim to ask for a light, but the victim said he didn't have one and kept walking. Taylor then allegedly tapped the man on his shoulder. When the victim turned around, Taylor was allegedly pointing a pistol in his face. Prosecutors said the victim handed over his keys, $2 in cash, a debit card, and the fried chicken. Taylor allegedly then climbed into the victim's car and went to work on the chicken while the victim called 911. He was charged with armed robbery with a firearm, aggravated unlawful use of a weapon, aggravated possession of a stolen motor vehicle, and illegal possession of a debit card, and he has since been released on bond.
Oh, you listening to music while eating the chicken?
Man, I don't know. This nigga hopped in the car and just started eating the chicken.
He wanted to get warm and hungry. That's all he wanted. He didn't care about the money. He wanted to get warm and hungry. Because he didn't take off. I at least took off, put in the alley somewhere or something.
Nigga, down the street or something.
I got chicken in the car.
Nigga said, oh, bingo. Bingo, motherfucking bango, nigga.
Here's why I laugh. So I got 5-finger discount. And this is the end of my currents.
Okay.
It says a man arrested for eating $5 worth of chips dropped by a convenience store thief.
What?
Yeah.
So he didn't steal them?
No.
All right, I'm listening.
A Tennessee man has been arrested after he ate 2 bags of chips that someone else stole from a convenience store and dropped on the ground. Joseph Braswell, 36, was charged with theft of merchandise when he was caught with crumbs on his face from the chips, which were worth less than $5. The incident took place February 9th after a man got into an argument with the clerk at a Circle K grocery store in the Parkway Village in Memphis after he refused to sell him beer. All right. So the unhappy customer grabbed an entire display with hundreds of bags of chips on it and carried it to his parked car outside. And this is all seen on the surveillance video too. It says along the way, a couple of bags, they fell off, hit the ground.
And my man picked them up.
Yeah, it says after the thief drove off.
With the rack of chips?
Yeah, with the chips.
Oh, shit.
Braswell walked by the parking lot and picked up 2 bags of chips that had fallen. And he said they were valued, both of the chips were valued at like $4.98 when he rang up. Then a few minutes later, officers who were called to investigate the heist found Braswell across the street from the ransacked convenience store with telltale chip crumbs on his face. Cops reviewed surveillance video from the store and concluded that Braswell was aware that the snacks he devoured had been stolen.
I mean, y'all can go to hell,
They
man.
can. Braswell was booked into the jail where he was spent several days before he was released on his own recognizance. And his mother told the Memphis news station that he does not think it was necessary. She doesn't think lock her son up for 2 bags of chips that someone else had stolen. She said her son needs help, but efforts to get him psychiatric assessment have been unsuccessful. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga just out there thugging. He just found some chips.
Let's see. It says,
that's some hoe ass shit.
There's an online arrest indicate that Braswell has a lengthy criminal record that includes multiple charges of domestic assault, driving without a license, and probation violations. Got nothing to do with the chips, though. It says it's been 2 weeks later and the police are still searching for the motherfucker that took the chips.
They ran that nigga background and saw them arrests and said, fuck it, nigga, you going to jail too.
Thinking they going to get somebody because we didn't get the motherfucker that stole the chips.
That little story made me angry.
It made me angry too.
We're going to take a break.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Especially after the other shit the Memphis police did the other week ago. These niggas, fuck them niggas.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck them niggas. We taking a break. Beating niggas to death and locking niggas up behind fucking chips.
Boy.
Alright, we back from our recess.
Yeah.
We back from recess. I got a few more current events, man.
All right.
Skip Bayless a whole ass nigga. He didn't ask Charles Barkley to stop threatening him. He said it's scaring his wife. I guess Charles Barkley has been threatening Skip Bayless for years. Physical threats.
Ain't that the same dude that got into it
With Shannon Sharp?
Yeah.
Yeah. Skip Bayless whole ass. Skip! Now Skip, goddamn Skip! Skip Bayless asked Charles Barkley to stop issuing physical threats, claiming they scare his wife, Ernestine. Charles has been taking shots at me. This is Skip talking. Charles has been taking shots at me for, I don't know, maybe 20 years on various platforms, including his own platform on TNT's Inside the NBA. Skip Bayless implored Charles Barkley to stop issuing physical threats because they're scaring his wife.
That's crazy.
Nigga, shut up, Skip. If I'm gonna forget on your ass. They was ready to get on Skip ass when he said that old insensitive ass shit after Buddy had that heart attack on the field.
That's when they were showing all them Shannon Sharp clips.
Yeah, because Shannon Sharp was ready to get on his ass. Shannon Sharp didn't come to work the next day.
I wouldn't have either.
And then when he came to work, nigga, he still didn't get on his ass. Because that nigga on the thing talking about, man, whatever, nigga, what's up with the game? You little insensitive ass colonizer.
Colonizer.
Yeah.
I just got that.
The world sensitive as fuck. You see the little. They can't even have a joke with your friend, man. You see the shit. They all in the uproar about Tiger Woods.
Oh, the tampon.
Tampon.
I don't know what it's about. I don't know what it relates to, but yeah, they on his ass for that shit.
It's like, man. It's like he called his homeboy pussy.
Okay, that's what I was figuring.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And he did it silently.
A joke between friends.
So if somebody caught it on the camera.
He beat dude.
Yeah.
Figured if I beat him, I'm gonna hand him a tampon. Nigga, you pussy, nigga. Go plug your butt up, nigga, because I know you butt hurt. You just lost. This is a good joke between friends.
Yeah.
Competitive joking.
Wasn't like you told him that it's gonna be collard greens and hot water cornbread at the Masters celebration.
Yeah. And they all in the uproar behind it. This nigga had to issue an apology. I'm not even gonna read his apology.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
I can see if he did it openly during the awards or something.
Nah, he slipped it to him.
I seen that, yeah.
Motherfucker just happened to catch a.
That's some bullshit. This world's sensitive, man.
Sensitive than a motherfucker. And leave them two niggas alone, man. They having fun, bro. They having fun, man. Why y'all got to be fucking party poopers, man?
Hey, who knows, man? Who the fuck knows?
They having fun, man. Y'all let Tiger and his homeboy play practical jokes on each other while they play golf.
I know we don't go on these topics, but have you been down the conspiracy lane lately?
I'm always down a conspiracy lane. We just don't get into it a lot on here. What you want to talk about?
Why are they saying that Takeoff is still alive?
Are they?
They say that they got. Actually, I've seen the footage. Motherfucker looks like him, but they saying that is at the 2023 Super Bowl, and it's like I thought it was gonna be like one or two, but it's a lot of these motherfuckers floating around. So that was that one, and then the other one is her. Allegedly, Brittany Griner's a man.
Like been a man the whole time?
I don't know if it's been a man the whole time, or I don't know. But they say while she was over there in Russia, she was cloned, and is a man now.
Wow.
So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's just conspiracy corner, and it's just been a lot of it floating around. Man, I just thought those two was kind of interesting. The other ones is just like, I ain't gonna fuck with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was like, these people going out of their way to create some content.
It never ceases to amaze me, man. Like, they don't never let the dead rest, bro. Tupac's still alive.
Oh yeah, he's over in Cuba.
He over in Cuba. Elvis ain't dead.
They don't know where he's at though.
Yeah, he's in Vegas. Look at that. That man take off his dead motherfucker. I seen that nigga hold that man brains in his hand.
Hey, you know.
And Brittany Griner, it ain't no telling, bro. She was never a feminine woman in the first place.
All right, as far as physique, yeah.
They were very manly,
Yeah.
not like bulky, but like very small chest.
Small chest, yeah.
No hips, no very manly physique.
Cause they even showed a picture with her with the shirt off, and it was just nipples.
Yeah, very manly physique, bro. Like I remember when she came from college, like Brittany Griner was never
a feminine,
feminine woman, like
right.
You know what I'm saying? It was always very.
And like I said, I just found those two interesting, man. You know, I ain't gonna expunge on them.
Look at that. That's from before any of this happened. Where you see any titties at?
Nowhere.
Yeah.
You can go to a jersey and it'll flap.
Yeah, that was before any of this happened. So that's her while it was like.
See, there's that drastic facial change.
That's prison, nigga.
I know.
Yeah, that's
the lab. That's Dexter's lab over there in Russia.
That's prison did that, nigga. That ain't. I don't think
made her into a more chiseled face. She look like her daddy.
Listen, bro. I don't think. All right, one thing, and see, she was locked up over there. Right. I don't know how they said it was very rough conditions.
Oh yeah.
But people that have never like been to jail or prison don't understand the physical toll it takes on your body. Mm-hmm. It is not a fun fucking place, bro. Like you.
And everybody I seen went in and come out a little different.
Always.
All the time.
Always.
I mean, not no short stints either. I'm talking about years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nigga, you can change in months.
Yeah, but she did like what? Damn near a year?
Damn near a year in a terrible Russian prison.
And then they had the wars over there too, so.
But you take something
how much
like.
worse it got.
You take something like I know I did like 6 months in the annex one time. Never left the annex, bro. I left the annex one time to go to court at the end of the 6 months when I got released. So for 6 months, I didn't see any daylight. Any daylight. The water is the hardest water you've ever seen in your life, and the food is horrible. Nigga, I came out that motherfucker. I looked like nigga. I was 7 shades lighter than I am right now.
Yeah,
I can't afford that.
No sun, yeah. You don't get no sun.
I can't afford that. The water had broke my hair off. That's one of the reasons why, like back then when I had real long hair, why I cut my hair off. Yeah. The water and shit had broke my hair off. It had broke my skin out real bad because it was so hard. I had pimples and shit all on my back, on my face. I was 30 pounds lighter than when I went in. Nigga, like I came out looking like a completely different motherfucker. I was like, nigga, jail is fucking horrible.
Yeah, you know it's horrible when that motherfucking dude. I know you probably seen that this morning. It came out on the videos anyway. Where dude was getting his sentencing for prison. They gave him 43 years.
Okay.
He was supposed to be this big time. Well, I don't know if he was a big time gangster. They said he was a gangster or whatever. But as soon as he heard,
start crying, did he fall out? What did he do?
He fell the fuck out, like a big ass fucking baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But all the shit that he had done, it's like, dude, you was a serial robber.
Yeah, but niggas don't be having the niggas don't be understanding the repercussions.
Yeah.
That's why they be doing shit. But like even like county time is worse than prison time. Because you get to the prison, they have structure.
Yeah.
They have rec. They have all these things that you fall in line in. County is just a giant holding facility
for everybody waiting to get shipped off. So or unless you're just doing time there.
Yeah, you just literally in that motherfucker looking fucking crazy.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit'll do some terrible shit to you. But Brittany Griner might have a dick. I said all that to say that. She might have had a dick in the first place, though.
I was gonna leave it alone.
She might have had a dick before Russia, though. She probably took her dick to Russia.
That was the reason for the search.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
That's a dick.
No. This is not America. We don't do this.
Yeah, I hope she ain't got no dick, but she might have a dick.
Hey, nonetheless, she don't like us, so.
Yeah, no, hell no. And I don't like her, so I'm glad she. I'm glad we all found something that we like. that's how that works. Speaking of dicks and shit.
Oh wow.
How you feel about this? School suspends boy after finding his mom's OnlyFans account.
What? Tell me his mom's a teacher or something. Tell me she's the counselor. She's the PTA board or some shit. You know. Tell me something reasonable to why this little motherfucker gets suspended because his mom is on the OnlyFans unless he came in promoting his mama on there, which I don't see him likely doing. So.
Damn, I should have made this a Florida man. I didn't even realize that's where this happened.
Okay.
But I'm here now. 31-year-old Victoria Treese, she goes by Snooks, announced she would be taking action against Orange County Public Schools after she was no longer allowed to volunteer because of her OnlyFans account.
Okay.
She was like a PTA parent.
Okay.
Which I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Get your nasty ass on. In defense, she revealed that the family were discriminated against when her son's school found out about her OnlyFans account. According to Cheeks, she was forced to homeschool her 7-year-old after he was suspended when the school found out she was an OnlyFans model. My son was even suspended from school, and in trying to communicate with the principal, she refused to talk to me or give me a reason why he was being treated badly simply because I did OnlyFans, she explained to the Star.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
No, it shouldn't.
Especially if he's not bringing it up at school
No.
or nothing like that. It's not bringing no attention to him from other students. The fuck?
I can see if they was like truly stuck up, not allowing the mom to do like PTA shit anymore because like we just don't want that.
Yeah.
In our.
It's a bad look.
Yeah, we don't want that in our situation. But fuck is you suspending the baby for?
So what about all the other kids whose mamas are strippers or escorts?
You know,
I'm just saying, like, it's pretty much the same premise.
I feel what you're saying, but it's also not.
Why so?
Because little Timmy from the classroom can't go to the strip club and see Johnny's mommy.
Okay, I see what you're saying on that one.
Timmy can goddamn it get on OnlyFans, or cause if you don't want to pay for OnlyFans, anybody that's good on OnlyFans, the people on Reddit, snatch the videos and put them on Reddit.
I see. So there's still some type of access to her nudities.
Yeah,
if that's what it is.
Little Johnny can pull up Timmy's mommy's video right there in class.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, with that one being said, I see that then.
See exactly where little Timmy came from. See right down that birth canal. So, like, even if little Timmy knew Johnny's mom was a stripper, like that's just something he could say. He couldn't pull up a video of the birth passage.
I can see him put out a little monocle and shit. Like,
Yeah.
That's where you used to live?
You lived right there. Look at your front room. Look at your old front room.
Did it have Wi-Fi?
How was the carpet? Was it comfy in there? Oh my God.
Hey, what did you do during queefy season?
Held his nose and buckled up for the ride.
He used one of the labias to cover up with it so he wouldn't get blown out.
I don't think.
Hey, you started it.
I did. That's why I'm not gonna fuck with you. He was wrapped up in the beef curtain.
Hell yeah. He got the meats.
Going to hell, bro.
Hey,
Going right to
we already live in it.
HE double hockey sticks, nigga. HE double hockey sticks, man.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. But yeah, man, not to, and this goes for anybody that in this day and age right now. I don't think motherfuckers be like taking into consideration what you do can fuck with your kids like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
And what your kids do can fuck with you.
yeah, and what your kids do can fuck with you.
But yeah,
But the thing is, you supposed to be grown. So you supposed to be able to make little wiser decisions.
fuck that. How do they know that she's on OnlyFans?
Because somebody found her.
How do they know?
Because they was looking. They said, oh shit, that's Susie. Let me check that out. I always wondered what that...
Looks nice.
Ooh. Ooh-wee. Get your money. I mean, I support the naked hustle, but you got to understand what that do to motherfuckers around you. It ain't just you. It ain't just you. It's like, all right, there's two coins, two sides of each coin.
Yeah.
When you in the streets real heavy and shit, right, you got to be mindful of how heavy you're in the streets because you got to be mindful of the ones you love.
Yeah.
Because the streets can blow back.
And take the ones you love away from you.
Yeah, they can blow back. And if you really into that bullshit, other niggas that's really into that bullshit know where to hit you where it hurts.
Yeah.
Your mom, your girl, your kids. You got to be real mindful of your actions. But it's almost like the same thing with that internet shit and this OnlyFans shit on that end. But you got to be mindful of your children.
Yeah, I ain't thinking about it like that.
And the internet lasts forever, bro.
Yes, it does.
Somebody will be able to, 40 years from now, somebody like your grandmama guy used to get it on. Mm-hmm. Or look at these videos I found of your grandma.
Call that twerking.
Yeah. Your grandma was the originator of twerking.
So what y'all doing now, this is where it started. It was really called pussy popping.
On a handstand, if you was fancy. If you was fancy. But just be cautious of how you get down. I got a funny one.
All right.
It's funny, but it's insane. But all right. Officers received reports of a man later identified as 55-year-old Kenneth English impeding traffic while walking on a roadway. English was taken into custody after deputies arrived at the scene, right?
Yeah.
Authorities said upon an investigation, it revealed that Mr. Kenneth English had 103 open warrants for his arrest.
God damn. 103?
103.
And they never found this motherfucker?
No.
Until he did this fucking
Look at this
shit.
nigga. He looked like he got 100 warrants. Now he is currently being held without bond while they sort out all these open cases.
He looked like one of them dogs that come down the street and everybody kick it. Like don't nobody want to take care of it. You have no kind of sympathy for this dog.
Get your ass out of here.
Stomping at it and shit.
103 warrants.
That's fucked up.
What type of life is you living that you got 103 open warrants? How they keep letting you out of jail? That's the real goddamn question.
He's an NPC, non-playable character.
It's a non-playable. just there.
He's just there.
Just there.
Can't collect the
no
warrants.
attention.
Collect the warrants
Lock
and
him
let
up,
him go.
him
He ain't got no money.
Yeah, there you go, man. Fuck
He's
out
no
of here.
harm to society. He's just stealing.
Fuck him.
Bubble
Get
gum.
him the fuck out of here.
Bubble gum and tampons.
Malcolm X's people is suing.
Suing who?
The NYPD.
All right.
Malcolm X family announces the lawsuit for $100 million
Ooh.
wrongful death lawsuit against the NYPD and other government agencies for allegedly concealing evidence in his murder.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember they was talking about that.
You know the niggas that they had locked up all them years.
They wasn't the ones that did it.
They just got out because they realized that because they finally proved that they wasn't the ones who did it.
Mm-hmm.
Even, man, it's a real fire documentary. One of these Prime or one of them called "Who Killed Malcolm."
Okay.
And dude is some relation to Malcolm X, great grandson or some shit. And he goes down like the whole journey, and he essentially finds out who did it. If he proves that them niggas didn't do it, and he essentially finds out who did it, and maybe 3 years after it came out, the niggas that he proved didn't do it, like got proved that they didn't do it in a court of law, and got released, or I think one of them got released. I think the other one was dead, but he got like his name cleared, or one of them. I think don't quote me. I know them niggas got out,
Right.
and I think one was dead, but whatever. But like the niggas that they had locked up for this shit wasn't the niggas that did it. So today officially marks 58 years since the assassination of the late great Malcolm X. And today his family made a formal announcement of a lawsuit for a wrongful death lawsuit against the New York Police Department as well as government agencies for allegedly playing a role in his murder. On Tuesday, civil rights attorney Ben Crump, we know who Ben is. That's the nigga that's in every Trayvon Martin. He got a documentary, nigga. Look up Ben Crump.
Okay.
He's what Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson should be.
Okay.
He's showing up to every injustice, and he's about the shit. He's not doing none of that placating for the cameras and all that shit. He gonna get some.
Cool, man. That's probably why I ain't heard of him like that.
I'm not Ben Crump's that guy, man. It's you can pull, like I said, you can pull up. You got a documentary about him. We really should have been to a melanated about buddy.
Okay.
But Ben Crump was joined by members of Malcolm's family at the Shabazz Educational Center in Washington Heights. The building where the center is housed was formerly known as the Auburn Building, where Malcolm had been murdered by the three men 58 years prior. I just dope. I didn't know that. I didn't know they changed that building to the Shabazz.
Shabazz Hall.
Yeah, that's his wife's name.
Mm-hmm.
During the press conference, Crump said many things that will be put forth in our lawsuit that speak to the factual evidence. We believe that now it could be sustained based on the recent blah 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 of the wrongfully convicted niggas. There's a lot of big lawyer words. Blah 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 blah.
Jargon. That's how it would be.
Yeah, of those who were wrongfully convicted, basically. Nigga, y'all convicted the wrong niggas because y'all was dirty. Y'all put that shit on somebody else, and now we got the evidence saying that you put it on another motherfucker and we on your ass.
Did they get some 1.1 million? Did they get one?
I don't know. I don't remember. We talked about them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they got any money yet. But back in 2021, two of the three men that had served time for the 1965, two of them came out. The other one, I think, died. Two of the three men that had served time for the 1965 murder were exonerated, and it was determined that Muhammad A. Aziz and Khalil Islam were wrongfully convicted after Muhammad Abdul Halim admitted to his role in the shooting and said the two men were not involved. Yeah, that's what happened.
Wow.
One of the niggas really got down with it, and he let them other two niggas with it and have nothing to do with it go down with him. Yeah, if you watch that, who killed Malcolm, nigga, it's a really good series. One question during the press conference, a bunch of shit. Basically, we know what y'all did, so they suing these niggas.
Hell nah.
They gonna settle out of court though, cause they don't want all that evidence to
Come back and bite their ass.
start coming forward. Cause I'm pretty sure, bro, a lot of like motherfuckers that had something to do with that shit, who are younger in their political journey, are now older and established politically.
And you take their asses out. They got to go.
Yeah.
They got to go.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody could have wiped his ass. They got to go.
They got to go. They got to go. Get your hand out of my pocket.
Boy.
But yeah, I hope it's some type of. I hope they can get. I don't even care about no money, man. If just like some clarity can come.
Yeah, clarity and justice.
Yeah.
Especially for some shit like that, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We got two more currents, man, that we can take a break. Real quick, Eric Holder Jr., the man that killed Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah. I know that name sounded familiar.
He was finally sentenced. Remember, he'd been playing the crazy card, and they had been putting off his trial date.
She was trying to go to the crazy house.
Yeah. Well, it finally came forward, and then the judge said, "Fuck all that." He total he got 60 years. He received 25 years to life on the murder count, an additional 25 years to life for a sentencing enhancement since the gun was used. Something about the gun enhancement law there.
Wow.
And 10 additional years for hitting two other men that day in the park. Two other niggas got shot.
He injured two other people.
Yeah, they didn't die, but they got...
Damn, I didn't know that, but damn.
Yeah, so he got 25 years of life.
65 years. Or 60.
60.
60. Still.
Yeah.
And how old is he?
He's young. He's
like in his 20s?
Late 20s, early 30s.
So that's if he make it to his 80s.
Yeah. But shit, that's if they give him parole. It's 25 years to life. That means they have to grant you parole after 25 years.
Okay.
If they decide to tell you to eat a dick, then you just go back to jail.
Sure.
You get the ability to ask for parole in 25 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we got 2 life sentences, which I'm assuming must be running concurrent. No? They got to be running. He got 60. So yeah, no. He would have to serve his 25 on that life. Serve his 25 on the next life. Then be granted parole on both of those life sentences. And then still serve his 10 years.
It's over.
It's over.
Motherfuckers throw their lives away for nothing.
Yeah, it's over. And he can personally eat a motherfucking dick. Everybody watch this podcast know how I feel about Nipsey. So, nigga, fuck you, Eric Holder Jr. Go to hell and lick Satan's ass while you're there.
Yeah, he's going to.
Yeah.
Him a little, I'm not going to say that. Let me
Oh,
say
shit.
that.
Reel it in?
Yep.
All right.
The fish was too small.
All right. I got a different level of hatred.
All right.
This is different. Ohio State fans are fucking terrible. CJ Stroud he plays for Ohio State. He's he's a quarterback.
I've never heard of him.
Okay. CJ Stroud says that Ohio State fans would send him messages through Venmo, the
little pay app,
the financial app, criticizing his play since the quarterback did not use social media during the season.
So they would pay to get his attention.
To say to shit.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to pay.
Oh, you know?
You can send a note with a money request. You can request $1 and send a note.
They found a way to get to his ass.
This nigga has deactivated all of his social media. Somebody sat around and said, I bet that son of a bitch is on Venmo.
We fucking found him. Get in here. What you want to ask him?
Found this nigga and sent
That's dirty.
criticizing messages. Why the fuck did you throw that ball like that in the
That's
third?
fucking scary, though.
Nigga, that's insane.
Are
That's why I
there,
said that's a different level of hate.
is there any movies that's like? Oh, The Last Boy Scout, was that one like that? Where the dude was stalking the player?
Yeah, because Damon Wayans was the player.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
great movie.
I ain't seen it in a minute, but
Bro, I watch that movie. I watch that movie often. I watched that movie about 4 months ago. That's a great movie.
yeah.
It really is. That's all for the currents, man. We're going to take a break.
Alrighty.
And then we're going to come back and hit you with them floaters, them
Florida,
melanateds,
melanated,
and them fecals.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Break time.
Yes,
We back.
sir. We
Back
are
with,
on Florida Man.
Florida Man. It's Florida Man time.
Mm.
Yeah.
I said most of mine is about food. So,
Yeah, in abundance, right?
well, yeah, two of them ran over to the fecals
Okay.
and shit because I ain't had. No, but they was some dirty Florida people, so they going to the fecals.
Okay.
These ones are kind of lighthearted, except for this bitch right here.
I got a couple.
This is the McDonald's cookies.
Okay. What didn't happen about the McDonald's cookies?
So, Florida woman pulled out gun on McDonald's employees over a cookie. It says a woman allegedly pulled out a gun.
That's why I thought I had some.
What?
I saw that and I thought
Oh, you thought you got it?
and I didn't. Yeah, because I read that one.
I got you. It says a woman allegedly pulled out a gun on a McDonald's employee, on McDonald's employees, all after they initially did not give her a free cookie. So, Amari Bente Hendricks, I'm gonna say Bente. I don't look like no other way to say it. She's 24. She faces 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill, and other charges. This all happened Thursday morning at McDonald's in Almonte Springs, Florida.
Okay.
It says the restaurant employee said Hendricks was at the drive-thru window arguing with one of them. She allegedly maintained that she was entitled to a free cookie because an employee did not ask her about a reward program. I don't know about that code, but hey. It says Hendricks, described by police as yelling and irate, argued with the manager, and she kept arguing even after getting a free cookie. So she did get a cookie.
And she was still just pissed off.
Yeah, it says according to the arrest documents, she allegedly went as far as to pull out a gun.
Jesus Christ.
It says once Hendricks grabs a handgun, the manager sees Hendricks insert a magazine into the handgun.
Oh, shit.
And rack the slide.
Oh, shit.
The manager heard her chamber around into the firearm. Yeah. And it says, so the manager feared for her life because of this and backed out of the drive-thru window out of sight. Though she did not remember Hendricks making any direct threats to her. It says another employee who was standing in the window, or in the area of the window, she sees Hendricks point the firearm towards the drive-thru window where he is standing, and said he was able to see down the barrel of the gun. It says he does not believe the firearm was pointed directly at anyone at this time, but in the area of where he was standing. It says while the McDonald's employees were working to get all the doors locked up, Hendricks parked her car and made her way to the front door. She allegedly got it open because the second employee did not manage to lock it properly. It says Hendricks then grabs him by his left arm, forces him out of the business, and begins to strike him multiple times with the gun.
God damn.
Which
She
left
had the pistol whipping niggas?
Yeah, she left multiple scratches to his face and neck, and even though he managed to free himself.
She got the pistol whipping niggas over a cookie. This shit went hard left.
Yeah, and it says in the interview, Hendricks allegedly told police she argued with staff over not getting a free cookie because she was not asked about the rewards program. Though she admitted owning a gun, she denied pulling it out or making threats with it. Yeah, Hendricks allegedly said that she and one of the employees got into a tussle when she attempted to enter the restaurant, so she told the truth about that. Then they found her gun on the driver's side floorboard, and she allegedly asserted that she always kept it unloaded without a magazine.
Yeah, she loaded that thing up, though.
Police looked at the surveillance video, which shows her in the drive-thru holding a dark-colored object similar to the shape of a firearm in the right hand, and inserting something into the apparent firearm in the left hand. And she was seen waving it around in the vehicle.
Yeah, you're on camera, man.
They never said what. They said there's gonna be updates, but they never said what charges she had. Oh, they did at the beginning. That's right.
Reckless endangerment and a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah, that's what it was. Deadly weapon without intent to kill.
Yep. God damn, man. Over a fucking cookie.
That she got.
All right. This one's a doozy. Florida man who police say was driving the car of a dead Lyft driver.
Damn.
Has been charged with the murder in a completely separate case. They're still trying to build the evidence for the Lyft driver. A man who police say was driving the car of a dead South Florida Lyft driver was charged with murder and other counts Tuesday in a separate case. A grand jury in Hardy County indicted Matthew Flores, 35, on charges of first-degree murder, grand theft auto, possession of a firearm by a felon, and tampering with evidence, according to court records.
Damn.
The indictment relates that on January 24th, a fatal shooting of a 43-year-old Jose Carlos Martinez in some part of Florida. Police were actively searching for Flores in the case. By January 30th, when the Lyft driver Gary Levin, 74, went missing after dropping off a customer in Okeechobee, a small city north of Florida Lakes. Okeechobee, and about 70 miles east of Wakalua, which is where the other nigga died at. Levin's red 2022 Kia Stinger was spotted in Miami, Okeechobee, and Gainesville in North Florida. Was spotted in Miami, Okeechobee, Gainesville, and North Florida after his disappearance.
Damn.
The vehicle was spotted February 2nd in North Carolina, where a U.S. Marshals task force asked authorities to be on the lookout. Flores, who was driving the car, was arrested following a police chase through 6 counties. Officials said a dead body found in Okeechobee after Living went missing was eventually identified as Living as the driver. Flores was charged and is being held in North Carolina on a $2 million bond. With the hearing scheduled for Wednesday, he will eventually be returned to Florida, and they're gathering evidence to charge him with the murder of the Lyft driver. Because right now, there's not enough to prove that he actually killed Buddy.
Right.
But there's enough to prove that he stole his car.
And he did something with the body or no?
They found the body dead somewhere.
Nah, that's fucked up. That's so they can only get him with the theft of the car so far.
But they got him charged with murder on the other murder. The 43-year-old Jose Carlos Martinez.
That's fucked
My nigga
up.
just went on a rampage, is what it sounds like.
He got mad.
Yeah, he went on a fucking rampage.
Dick pills stopped working for him.
Yeah. The rhinos wasn't rhinoing no more.
Nope. Blue Chews wasn't chewing.
Blue Chews was not chewing. Jesus Christ.
This one is the key lime pie.
Damn, that was my other one. All right.
Oh, that was?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, you can keep it if...
No, go ahead, brother.
All right. The Fort Myers man arrested after disrespectfully consuming key lime pie. It says,
74-year-old man.
Yeah, the war pie. I gotta, I don't know if this is a story, however they trying to do it. It says,
My order was all fucked up too, OP. That's why I told you to keep it, because I hope you had better information than I did.
Nope. It says, the war pie. That's why one Fort Myers man went out of his way to obtain his favorite post-dinner treat for his mother's birthday. He took the custard creation and secured it in his refrigerator, which will remain until the big day.
His 74-year-old roommate demolished that motherfucker.
Yeah, he said he warned another person in the residence, David Powell, said to please leave his mother's edible present unsullied in the icebox. Said, but Paulson, drawn to the dessert,
He said, fuck all that.
reminiscent of a cartoon character, was losing all control to a pie and waiting. So on February 15th around 5 p.m., I think that's fucked up. Why you got a time about it?
Mm-hmm.
The man slipped into a daze in his recliner when something caught his eye. Paulson wasn't just eating his prized possession, but was making sure that there wasn't even a crumb left behind.
All gone.
He said, why didn't you save me one piece? The dejected man told his roommate. He said, as the man's blood began to boil over, disrespect shown to his key lime pie, he confronted David, and the two became embroiled in the war of words over the final course.
And David dumped 2 cups of water on him.
Yeah, he cooled his head off. He dumped 2 cups of water on the victim.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's just some fucked up shit.
He was arrested.
Oh, he was? Yeah. Okay.
He was arrested and charged with battery on a person 65 or older.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, you can't assault senior citizens. So they poured that water on him, nigga became battered. Because I was like, how the hell, why would they lock him up for the pie? They ain't lock him up for the pie. They locked him up for battery.
Oh, man. Well, you said you had a couple, you had a lot of fecals, right?
Yeah, I got 4. I got 4 fecals.
Yeah, since I took you to Florida, man, they got to stay as fecals.
Yeah. Nah.
I'm just thinking about for the segment.
Nah, bro. We'll be all right. There's plenty of Florida Man content through these 90 fucking episodes. We're going to see some more Florida Man shit like last week's. I'll wait till next week. It'll always be plenty. Is that Florida Man?
Yeah, that's it.
That's me. That's it for me. It's
Melanated man.
Melanated. I got 2.
I got 1.
All right, I'll go first. You go in between. Mine are quick. First one goes to Michael Jordan himself, man.
All right,
He's usually a fucking dick cheese, but
what he do now? That's good.
He donated to celebrate his 60th birthday. He donated $10 million to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which the organization said is the largest single person donation they've ever received in their 43-year-old history.
Damn. That's what's up.
And
they about to build him a statue.
Yeah, and he did it to celebrate his birthday.
Well, that's what's up.
Yeah, so to celebrate his 60 here on this earth, he took $10 million and dropped it off to Make-A-Wish.
Shit, that's cool in a motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
I like that about you on that one, Jordan.
Yeah. That's what I said he's usually a fucking dick cheese, but geez, he did good today. You did good, Mike.
Mine goes out to what is called New Era Detroit.
Okay.
So this is how it's titled. It says, this armed community organization protects and serves the black citizens of Detroit. It says,
okay. You got a little militia going on?
The site of a group of heavily armed black men patrolling urban neighborhoods in uniform and providing services to local communities might sound like something from the 60s and 70s, but these are the descriptions of the New Era Detroit.
Okay.
Now, this group has dedicated itself to serving and protecting black communities in Michigan's largest city. The group has made a name for itself in the streets of Detroit and across social media for its bold, yet largely celebrated approach to community safety. New Era Detroit describes itself on social media as an organization formed to restore black unity in communities in Detroit as well as across the nation. And it says, as described in the interview conducted last year by the publicating Rolling Out, the organization was founded in 2014 by Isaiah Zeke Williams.
Okay.
Might be the dude from McGraw Ave.
It might be him.
Zeke.
I hope not. Zeke was a dick.
It says, since then, New Era Detroit has initiated a series of more than a dozen community programs in the city. Some of its activities include toy drives for neighborhood children, health and wellness programs centered around veganism and healthy eating, community cleanup campaigns, and self-defense courses. And as Lisa says, our goal is to make sure that we have a sense of organization in the black community.
Okay. Sound
Yeah.
like some new Black Panther shit.
That's what they was comparing it to.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, New Era Detroit.
Because, you know, there was nothing wrong with what the Black Panthers was doing outside the fact that they was black.
Right.
And maybe they can get it off better in this era.
Them niggas went and got office jobs.
Side note, any of y'all young niggas is watching this, or old niggas, or anybody, stop calling yourselves a gang.
Yeah.
Don't call yourselves a gang, call yourselves a militia. Because a militia is protected by the Constitution.
Yep.
You can be a militia. You can be a militia and no one can fucking bother you.
Or a club.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why
the motorcycle riders, the Hells Angels and all
That's
that.
why they say don't call us a gang. We're not a gang. We're a club.
We're a club. You can be a club or a militia.
Mm-hmm.
They like to put they don't want y'all to know. That's why they always deem all the blacks and the Mexicans as gangs, and the whites as clubs and militias.
Clubs and militias. Yes.
Yeah, you're a club or a militia.
That's the word that they go off of.
Words matter.
Yes, they do.
I know in this day and age we tend to not think that they do. Words matter.
Yes, they do.
The verbiage of something can dramatically change the presentation of it.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just a little word of advice. Militia. My second one goes to Mr. French Montana.
Uh-oh.
This is his second time.
Yeah, it is.
The last time was all that money he raised for the schools. Well, this one's more superficial. French Montana has officially become the most streamed African-born artist in history.
Oh, yeah, he's cold.
You know, he's Moroccan.
Yeah.
He has over 60 gold and platinum records, bringing in over 40 billion streams.
Yeah. I can see that, too.
Yeah.
Especially with that other world connection shit.
Mm-hmm.
You need that in your life. And they gonna support him to the fullest.
Yeah.
He ain't did no horrible shit. And he's a good artist.
Yeah.
I like his music.
Yeah, me too. And he seems like a dope dude, a cool guy, solid individual, just living his life. And that shit that he did that we talked about a few episodes ago with all that money he raised for them schools over there in Africa, nigga, that's, you know, they just opened up a school in his land, like his own school.
Yeah.
But he had raised like, it was a few $100 million or some shit like that, nigga.
Him and what's the other dude, the comedian? Michael Blackson.
Yeah, Michael Blackson. He just got a school too.
He just opened up, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because he made melanated, man.
Yep.
Yeah. So, man, shout out to all that, man. So, shout out to you, French.
Hell
I
yeah.
never thought in 2005 or 6 when I was watching the Coke Boy DVDs with him and Max B running around being crazy that we would be talking about that type of shit with him.
Nah,
So
he
shout out to that nigga, man.
He said he wasn't gonna be a float rider.
Yeah, shit.
But that motherfucker about to make some money.
Ain't no bout.
You already got it?
82.
Okay.
82 million, nigga, from
That's
Celsius. And he's still part of the company.
Oh, he is?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was gonna have to give all that,
Nope.
that shit up. Well, that's what's up.
They just got to pay him from here on. It was almost like they had to pay him a back pay situation. And now they got to continue to pay him his proper percentage from here on out.
Okay.
That he had.
That's what's
And
up.
the 82 million is what they failed to pay him from his proper percentage. So basically, y'all motherfuckers is gonna do good business, and we gonna keep doing good business. They was interviewing the nigga about how much money he made from the shit. Nigga, the nigga was drinking a Celsius. Nigga, everything's good, man. Celsius is a phenomenal brand. We just and they are. I drink them often.
I ain't had one.
They
those are them bangs.
it's
They about to stop those too.
I know. The Celsius is real clean. You can tell, bro. It's like real clean
Okay.
energy. Like they don't work as great as some of this other shit. Cause the thing is, man, them all natural.
Just all natural ingredients.
Yeah,
and shit.
man, bro. They can give you what they can give you, but if you still like mixing and mingling with the artificial shit,
Yeah.
man, the all natural can't compete with that.
I don't think so.
But if you
I
not
don't
mixing,
think so.
like I went like 2 weeks just drinking Celsius. It was by week 2, it was fine.
Right.
I got the kick I needed. But once I went and got a Red Bull, nigga, it was like this shit never mattered.
Crack.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need a red balls.
The red balls to give you wings.
I don't know if you noticed, Joe Rogan. I'm a crackhead.
And he said, in my line of work, Joe Rogan, I see plenty of dicks.
He did.
Hurry up, bitch. I want to be my turn.
Is that bubble gum?
Was that it for Melanated Brothers?
Yeah, that's it for me.
It's time for them fecals.
Weekly fecals. You said you got a lot of them. I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah, I got a 4-piece.
Go ahead.
My first one goes to where he at? Houston rapper Young Corleone.
I heard about this. Go ahead.
Did you get it?
I don't got that, but I heard about it.
Gets 27 years for sex trafficking, missing teens, and several other women.
I don't know how you got caught up on that shit. Now, is he pimping?
I know we better find out. Ariane Jackson, who performed under the stage name Young Corleone, was sentenced to 27 years in federal prison for an elaborate sex trafficking scheme that took advantage of victims as young as 14.
Oh, no.
Jackson was initially arrested in December 2019, but prosecutors say he was able to continue pimping the victims from behind bars.
He was strong.
Jesus Christ, this pimping was serious.
He was with the ism.
He pled guilty. He pled guilty in December 2022 to sex trafficking of a minor and conspiracy to traffic an adult female by force, fraud, and coercion. Between August 2019 and July 2020, Jackson allegedly kept 12 girls and grown women inside of a Houston residence where he forced them to have sex with multiple men each day for his benefit. Before his arrest, Jackson would use drugs and physical violence to make the victims comply. While behind bars, he was able to smuggle in a phone and kept his trafficking ring going. Each young woman was expected to bring in at least $1,000 a day or face harsh punishment. During his sentencing, Jackson apologized to his victims and pleaded with the judge to show him leniency. My bad, I lost it.
Good.
Pleaded with the judge to show him leniency. He argued that his rough upbringing, with both parents serving time in jail, led him to his actions.
I just want to blame the parents on that one.
Bro, this nigga's pimp was vicious.
Yeah, he butters.
This nigga pimp was vicious, bro. And now he got 27 years behind it, bro.
I don't know why you want to mess with the youngers, but
They say pimping ain't easy.
Right.
He'd have been a lot better off if he'd have just stayed with the grown folks.
grown folks,
But you know,
niggas get greedy.
well, not even that, bro. It's that's a sick world when it comes to them youngsters, man. It's a lot more money.
Yeah, I know.
And if you fucked up and cold-hearted enough to do it, bro, the bag is different.
Yeah, I know. But now the bag is behind jail.
Well, we going to jail forever. And that's where you need to be. Because if you sitting around this motherfucker making 12-year-olds fucking up to make you $1,000 a day,
or severe punishment.
or severe punishment. How severe is the punishment?
Exactly.
Had to be severe enough for him to be able to continue to get him to do it from in behind the walls.
And snuck him a phone in.
This nigga's in jail with the threat of.
I will smack the shit out of you if you want to make that $1,000.
It was so serious that they went for it while he was behind the bars.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And that's just the tip of the iceberg on mine.
I got you. I got the Palm Beach exposed guy.
Oh shit.
So, man exposes himself to a woman in West Palm Beach. Like I said, this was supposed to be a Florida man, but it
A little too bad, huh?
Yeah. A man is behind bars after police said he exposed himself to a woman. On January 26th, a woman was in front of her ER Bradley's. Oh, in front of ER Bradley's at whatever street that's supposed to be. Because according to the arrest affidavit, she noticed a gray four-door vehicle driving slowly near her. The vehicle eventually stopped on the driver, Rakeem Williams, 28, called out to her saying, "Oh, girl." That's
Cat
when
call.
the
Hit the cat call.
that's what he did. That's when the victim noticed Williams had his pants down,
God damn.
dick out, and it was pleasuring himself.
He was already there with it?
He was already there with it.
God damn.
Because according to the police,
Man, it waste no time.
with the West Palm Beach Police Department,
Jesus Christ.
the victim began recording, causing Williams to drive away. After further investigation,
in the car with his pants down.
Yeah,
Look
police
some motivation.
Police were able to identify the suspect and had the victim identify him in the photo lineup.
Did they had to identify his face, or did she identify his winky winker?
I don't know. Also obtained was video surveillance from the ER Bradleys, and found that Williams deliberately stopped by the victim as there were no cars. Deliberately stopped by the victim as there was no cars in front of him and no reason to stop.
Yeah, nigga pulled over.
Yeah, Williams was
Baby
arrested.
girl.
He was arrested and charged with 1 count of exposure of sexual organs.
Put your dick up, nigga.
He was jacking.
Yeah.
He was jacking it.
Straight jack can save you all that mad cream.
No fucking aloe vera.
What movie is that from,
The
bro?
Big Hit.
Yeah, man. That's Bokeem Woodbine, wasn't it?
I don't use no fucking
You know, fucking aloe vera.
like lanolin.
Straight jack can save you all that mad cream. I got one for you, bro. This is the right one. Yeah. Pennsylvania man confesses to raping and killing ex-girlfriend's 12-year-old daughter.
Damn.
Told you I had some rough ones.
Fuck.
Last Friday, Lancaster County Police Department responded to a domestic violence disturbance involving 39-year-old Jackson Shackelford and his ex-girlfriend. According to authorities, the woman said she was going through a breakup with Shackelford and asked him to move out of their home. However, when she returned home from work on last Thursday, Shackelford told her that he had kidnapped her daughter, Elena Smith. He claimed that he had took Smith to New York, but assured the mother that the daughter was safe.
Okay.
The mom told authorities that Shackelford then attacked and raped her inside their home before forcing the woman to visit a nearby hotel with him, using her daughter as leverage for the persuasion.
So his daughter's still gone away.
The daughter's gone,
and he's still using her as like
if you want her to stay safe, you'll do this, that, and the third. Shackelford and the woman arrived at the hotel where he raped her again before allowing her to smoke a cigarette outside. The woman quickly notified the hotel staffer that she was in danger and needed to call the police. Once the authorities arrived, Shackelford allegedly admitted to raping and killing Elena inside their home. Shackelford's confession led the police to searching the house and finding Elena's dead body inside of the basement freezer.
Damn. There's been a lot of that going on too. Motherfuckers getting stuffed in freezers and refrigerators.
Lancaster coroner revealed Elena's passed away from strangulation after being raped. So she told Buddy to get out the house. This nigga raped and strangled the 12-year-old daughter, put her in the freezer. Then when the mom got home, he told her that he had took the daughter to New York, but she was still alive, and she needed to cooperate with everything nasty that he had in line, or the daughter would get hurt. And so he raped the mom 3-4 more times.
Let her smoke a cigarette.
Let her smoke a cigarette when she told him the nigga.
Crazy, man. That is crazy.
And that is, what was that? That was such a figure. We got to say his name twice. What's his buddy's name? Jason Shackelford. Sick motherfucker. 39-year-old Jason Shackelford.
That's crazy.
Yeah, of Pennsylvania. Nigga, I hope you burn in that dark corner of hell, nigga.
They gonna get him in there.
Yeah.
He touched on kids. As soon as they find out his rap sheet, they gone. It's over for him.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a bad one.
Damn.
You got more? You got any more?
I got one more.
Okay. I got two more.
This is the one you brought up earlier. The foot in the grass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Florida man confesses to murder after human foot found sticking out of his yard. There's a man in Florida confessed to murdering his roommate because the roommate threw the suspect's plate full of food on the ground.
Oh wow. Killed that nigga behind a sandwich.
Yeah, Brian Marquez was arrested on Sunday, February 12th. Police say they were called to a house in Fort Pierce after someone said they saw blood in the backyard and what appeared to be a shallow grave.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
wow. When officers arrived on scene, they found a body somewhat buried in an 18-inch deep hole, and the foot was partially exposed. Blood, rocks, gloves, plywood, shovels, and a blanket were collected by investigators from the yard, according to the arrest records. An autopsy of the body confirmed the person was a Hispanic man between the ages of 35 to 45 years old. He had significant facial injuries, broken ribs, and a broken nose. Marquez was interviewed by police and immediately taken into custody due to a separate outstanding warrant for his arrest.
Beat that nigga to death, huh?
Yeah. Once he was at the police station, he was questioned about the body and whether or not he had anything to do with the murder. Marquez confessed to the crime, saying he killed his roommate, who he only knew as Guanajuato.
They hadn't been living together long at all, huh?
Yeah, in his arrest report, Marquez said that the victim threw his plate full of food on the floor, on the ground, and disrespected him. He didn't do anything immediately, he alleged, but after having some drinks, he decided to approach him.
You got to die.
Marquez said he started punching him in the ribs, face, and nose, which knocked him to the ground. Once he was on the ground, Marquez said he grabbed dirt and gravel, then shoved it in his mouth. Okay.
Oh shit.
So when the suspect yelled,
suffocated.
When the suspect yelled at the victim to stand up, the victim didn't move, and Marquez said that's when he realized that
Guanajuato
was
went too
dead.
far.
Yeah.
That ass would have went too far.
He allegedly said that he dragged the body across the yard, dug a shallow grave, and buried the victim, and then went to sleep.
This nigga left the foot out.
Yeah, he remains in jail and has been charged with first-degree murder.
Jesus Christ.
How do you go to sleep after that?
Shit.
And how you bury somebody in your fucking backyard?
And leave their foot out. You didn't see that foot?
He said, I'm mow over it tomorrow.
He was drunk. He was drunk, nigga. He just saw that foot the next day, but the neighbor saw it first.
Yeah. Called on his ass.
Yeah. All right. This next one goes to a whole police force. Alabama man froze to death in jail.
Saw that. Go ahead.
After officers put him in the freezer as possible punishment. Lawsuit alleges.
Was it the two white dudes?
Yeah,
No, my bad. That's a different one. This one they was throwing boiling hot water onto the dude.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's different.
Walker County jail officials allegedly placed Anthony Mitchell, 33, in a restraintment chair in the jail's kitchen walk-in freezer and left him there for hours, possibly as a punishment. Deputies who had a time with Tony, according to the complaint, Tony was putting him through hell, and the niggas put him in the freezer.
They wanted to cool him up.
Yeah. And they left him there for hours, possibly as a punishment for the time. According to the complaint, he died on January 26th.
Damn.
Mitchell's body temperature was apparently 72 degrees when the jail officials put him in a sheriff's vehicle on the morning of January 26th and drove him to the hospital. The physician who examined Michael wrote the following. The physician who examined Mitchell wrote the following. I am not sure what circumstances this patient was held in incarceration, but it is difficult to understand why the temperature of his 72-year-old, why the, what, understand a, it's difficult to understand a rectal temperature of 72 degrees
Damn.
while someone is incarcerated in jail.
Damn. That's internal.
Yeah. The case of his something is not clear. It is possible he had underlying medical conditions resulting in hypothermia.
Right.
But if they hadn't put him in the freezer, those medical conditions
Would never
wouldn't have
existed.
turned into, yeah. I don't know if he could have been exposed to cold environment. I do believe that hypothermia was the ultimate cause of death, says the Walker County medical examiner.
Mm, mm, mm.
But they have yet to release his official autopsy report. But that's what so nigga, there's no reason in the world that this man should have a 72-degree rectal temperature.
That's terrible. That's
So
terrible.
that goes out to the Alabama police.
Fuck them. What's up with them using elements to fuck with people?
Man, they do all
One
types of
prisoner, they burned him alive in his cell by keeping the fucking heat on, not letting him out.
Yeah.
So he baked to death. Now this one froze to death.
Well, they do all types of wild shit to you while you're in that motherfucking place, man.
That's very inhumane. You know what I mean?
I told you, I never forget. I think I told the story already before. I never forget. I was in CCA at this time. CCA, I did a few months in CCA, and it was this one CO, bro, that just would always fuck with me. And I never really understood why, bro. Like, I just, like,
You did it because he was there.
yeah. And I remember one day I was about to come home. What happened was, like, I didn't have an out date, but I had a court date, and like I knew my lawyer was. I was in jail because they had revoked my bond, and I was being held till I went to court, and we was gonna have a bond reevaluation, and I was gonna get out. And this is like the third time that this happened because I just kept fucking up. So I knew my lawyer was gonna get me out. So I had a little calendar there with the court date circled with. And Buddy was talking shit one day to me, man, and I just reached over and grabbed the calendar and pointed at the day that it was like 9 days away. I just pointed it. He was like, "Are you threatening me?" I said, "Absolutely not, bro." I said, "All I'm telling you, all I'm telling you is that in roughly 9 to 10 days, I will be a citizen just like you." I said, "Because you are not a police officer. When you clock out, you're just a nigga with a weird uniform. And when you clock out, I'll be on the streets just being a nigga in clothes." And he said, "What? Nigga, I'm going home. You're not a cop. Bro, stop this." Is that a threat? It's not a threat, bro. I'm expressing to you my excitement about my court date. I just need you to understand that in 9 days, we won't be having this conversation in here.
Right.
Nigga, eyes got all big and shit. Nigga, I will find you, nigga. All I need is the white pages or some shit.
Or see, if it gets that deep, I see when you get off.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
I got 9 more days in this motherfucker to do homework, my
nigga. Yeah.
So whenever you get off, I know.
Fucking punk.
And you come at the same time because you're on a schedule.
Yeah.
So it ain't like it's going to be anything different.
Yeah. I ain't gonna find your house. I just find the parking garage you park in, nigga. But yeah, that's that one. You got another one?
No.
Oh man, I got a doozy for you. The last one. Woman pleads guilty to killing her best friend after a man that was catfishing her online offered her $9 million to kill someone.
Damn. Sounds like some dark web shit, but it ain't.
A 22-year-old Alaska woman pled guilty to murdering her 19-year-old best friend in 2019 after a man who was allegedly catfishing her offered her $9 million to kill someone. Delaney Bremer of Anchorage, Alaska.
Anchorage.
Anchorage. Is that what it says? That's what it says. Anchorage, Alaska, pled guilty to first-degree murder. The charges stem from June 2019 when Hoffman went missing during a hike with Bremer and another friend at Thunderbird Falls in some part of Alaska. Her body was found 2 days later, bound with duct tape.
Damn.
And shot in the back of the head. Jesus Christ. During their investigation, authorities learned that Bremer had started an online relationship with a man who said his name was Tyler and who claimed he was a millionaire from Kansas. He allegedly offered her $9 million to kill someone and send him pictures and a video of the slaying. Charging documents show Brenner, then 18, and Caden McIntosh, then 16, drove Hoffman to Thunderbird Falls. They allegedly duct taped Hoffman and took pictures of her before McIntosh shot her in the back of the head, police said.
Damn. Damn, that's fucked up. She ever get the money?
No, because the whole shit was fake. They said Buddy's account disappeared and all that shit. If he got the pictures, like, whoa.
Well, he should be accounted for too, though.
Can't find that nigga.
We're gonna find him. We're gonna find him. He got millions in Kansas.
He ain't got millions in Kansas.
He owns barbecue shops.
He ain't got millions in Kansas.
He owns barbecue shops and a couple oil rigs.
He promotes Tech Nine concerts. He promotes Tech Nine concerts.
That's a good one.
Hey, shout out to that cool shit. I know this is at the end of it. But, you know, the Chiefs, are they still going by the Chiefs?
Yeah. As far as we know.
How'd that happen?
Because they haven't shut them down yet. They on their way.
Let's say,
it's on the way.
Who they shut down?
Redskins.
So how the Chiefs
Redskins
still rocking?
and Indians.
Yeah, because the Redskins is the Commanders now.
And the Indians are the Guardians.
That's terrible. But, you know, Tech Nine's from Kansas going through. And it was a picture. And the picture was like, you don't have any idea how grateful I am to share this moment with my uncle. And it was a picture of Tech Nine, his nephew, like at a Kansas City Chiefs game, like when he was a kid. Now his nephew plays for the Chiefs.
Oh, that's dope.
And the picture was the nephew bringing his uncle the trophy.
That's
bringing Tech Nine the trophy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, right?
That's dope as fuck. See, nobody here could do that.
Yeah. Nah, not here.
Not here.
Not here. Jesus Lord.
They can't even get a quarterback or a good player.
We're not even going to talk about that, boy. They talking so much shit about that. That's the All-Star game being here next year.
Oh, man.
Oh, they talking so much shit.
What, they shitting on us? What they say?
Oh, nigga, nonstop.
Oh, we got to get this. What they say? Give me some of it.
They just like, I mean, it's going to be in Indianapolis. Like, they was like, last year you gave us Cleveland. This year you gave us Utah. Next year it's Indianapolis. Like, oh, what are we doing? Like, you guys just don't even care anymore, huh? Like, I was like, oh, my God. I mean, good shout out to the good people in Indianapolis. Like, nigga, fuck you. They don't do no backhand comment.
They gonna come here. That's why we trying to tear the fucking city up and get everything together.
They're taking a big old shit because I think we got the
Super Bowl right there.
We got the All-Star game and Super Bowl back-to-back years, right?
Yep.
24 and 25.
24 and 25. It wouldn't have been, but you know, Mr. COVID had to come and do his thing.
Yeah, because what already happened, right?
Yep, for the All-Star game.
Because the All-Star was supposed to be here that year. It was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like 21? 20 or 21?
Yeah, 20 or 21.
Yeah, he was supposed to be here before Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. But hey, you know, it is what it is.
And they can eat a dick. They can eat several dicks, honestly. Honestly.
That shit.
Disrespectfully, nigga. But,
that's episode 90.
That's 90, man. That's
90. We almost in the triple digits.
That's 90 down to 2. I'm telling you, man, I told y'all a couple episodes ago, episode 100, I ain't going to have no notes.
It's going to be a hell of a one.
Yeah. I'm just going
to. Y'all get ready.
I'm gonna get zooted, and I'm just gonna talk crazy for an hour and a half. I don't care if nobody watch it. That shit's a personal milestone.
It is.
And I'm gonna have a good time with it, goddammit.
Hell yeah, I'm having a good time what we having.
Yeah, me too. But I'm gonna have a grand old time with 100.
Oh shit.
I might not even talk about nothing that makes sense. I might just sit around this motherfucker zooby doo dooby dooby doo it the whole
gonna get under
time.
the influence for real.
For real. Appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah, y'all have a good one. Like, subscribe, notification bells, comments, emails, all that good shit.
All of that shit.
We'll see y'all next week.
Talk to
y'all
us.
have a good one. Be safe.
Be safe.